Having a hard time trying to figure out how I want to do this today. Um, there's not much news. You know, it snowed up there in Hawkins County, so that's all people care about. And which it also, I don't know. I mean, Summer Wells is not in this area. I mean, let's just go with that, okay? But I did a video yesterday. Put up a video yesterday I took over the weekend. Uh, Kind of trying to show this area to people. Let's see here. I did a Google Earth map here. Get a 3D look. Now down here, let's see here if it'll come back around. Okay, right there's a good. How do you get that to spin? Well, that is not how you do that, is that? Ha ha! Jeez. No, I didn't do that right at all. Um, no, I'm out in the middle. I'm looking for that Russian rocket now. What in the world did I do? Well, summer's not in Europe. We know this. Oh wow, wow! You can see that from here. That's crazy. You can tell I don't. I mean, I use Google Earth when I'm bored and I'm playing around and stuff. I'm not sitting around figuring out how this thing works. Maybe I should, because there's a lot of good videos that use it, and this is kind of cool. Let's see, we're going to go in here. So there's an overview. You can kind of see the whole thing. Like down here's Knoxville, Moorestown. I said there was police there helping with Hamilton County tags. You see this dotted line through here? That's Virginia. So this is Kentucky. Harlan, Kentucky. That's uh, the TV show Justified. That's where that took place. Um, Bristol. This is the race. NASCAR race. It used to be a big deal. You got Asheville is right here. So up here, this is Kingsport. This is over here is going to be Hawkins County. This is going to be where the video's from. Down here, Johnson City. This is the Washington County is where Johnson City is. That's where Jonesboro is. It's as far east as you can get in Tennessee without touching another state. So all the counties around Washington County are all Tennessee counties. Let's see here. How do I? What was I doing the Zoom? Oh, there it is. These little touchpads on laptops are not that great. Okay, so you get an idea of how the terrain works. You can see these. I wish I knew the names of all this stuff off the top of my head. Uh, Mountain ranges. Is that right? What do you call that? Anyway, so this is the interstate right through here. Like this area right here is where Summer's house is. A little bit crossroads because there's like it's at a fork in the road basically. Let's go. Let's see here. So where I did this video I put up, I was in a church parking lot over here. And so that is where this is the road. It's a state highway. Um, and then I think like this is Summer's house. Right? Something like that. Let me go up here. There's a way to do this. I want to make this. There we go. I'll clean that up. So you can just see the aerial view. Now, give you an idea. So this is several miles. Now this little road here it's a tiny. I mean, yeah, it's a state highway. It's I've seen sidewalks in better shape than this road. Uh, you know those like Florida communities and stuff. If you okay, there's some like there are places where just the wealthy live, and they have these communities. They have big wide roads, big wide sidewalks. They maybe have a golf cart path. They maybe have a horse path. Okay, all of that. I mean, sidewalks, golf cart path, horse path especially, are much nicer than this state highway is. And I'm a little too far up. So where'd this go? Down here, pulled into this parking lot and videoed, showing you like right here. This doesn't look like it. This is a high peak. I mean, it is straight up and down. Let's see what happens when I hit the 3D button. All right, see, you can see the, oh, right there, right there. I wish I could stop that. Can I? I can. So you see this right here? This is all a peak. And you can see here in the folds, this I think is the creek. I think this is Beech Creek. They said the Beech Creek community. I think this might be it. I mean, you can totally tell how it cuts through. There was a water line cut through there, it looks like, at one point in the millions of years it's been here. This road here just, I mean, it goes, another road goes off to nowhere. How do you spin that again? That was kind of cool. If I hit, how did you hit that? It's not what I want. It's not what I want. It's not what I want. Not what I want. I wish I knew more about this stuff. Let's see here. Come on, going. We're just gonna go to a 2D. I understand 2D. I don't understand 3D. Okay, there's an overview. You can see where you're going. So here, look at this ridgeway. That's much higher, or much more profound, maybe is the word I'm looking for, peakish, than it is over here. But of course, now this is where Summer is. She's on this side of the road. The property goes up in this part. This might be the road she lives off here. So you're not making this top peak right here. A child is not making it to this. There's no. And here's the thing. She's running away. There's I bet that's Holston River right there. And that goes down to the Tennessee River. Anyway, yeah, this right here though, if a child is wandering off, they're not making it this far. This is impossible. All this is no man's land, and you're not making it across the street. Because, yeah, it's a 2-lane road, but I mean, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. I mean, do you remember, think about something when you were 5 or 4 or 6, I don't know, whatever. Age is kind of different because it's all based on experiences. So, like, you know, at 3, you might have been a lot more mature than, say, some people are at 6. But think of, like, the earliest memories you have. And imagine yourself, you get down here and these things. I mean, there are people today that don't like crossing busy highways. And again, like I said, this is just a supplemental video to the other one. Before I forget, please subscribe. Just click the little thingy. Just click the little thingy, and we'll mess up YouTube's day with their algorithm. I love messing with it anyway. This is the road. It's all part of getting there. You go through here, and you make this that's more than 90-degree turn. In the video, you know, I'm trying to point out the peaks and stuff, and I'm like, you know, right there is as far how far away it is. Well, this is a couple miles, but like I said, it's not a good road. It's just not, and you know, like from here you can't see past like right here because you start seeing the trees and everything. You can't see anything that's up here from the road. Keep on going down here. Let's see here. I mean, you can see like if someone had like where they've cleared off some farmland, and I guarantee you, Tennessee used to be one of the top tobacco growing states. I bet you all of this was probably, you know, they grew tobacco at one point. People, it's amazing where tobacco will grow. It's very hardy. It will grow just about anywhere. And what I also think was funny is you see something like this, right, from the maps. So you're going up like this is essentially a gravel road and stuff. This here, I mean, that looks like a huge house compound type thing. Yeah, look at that. It's two houses are sharing that. Wow, that's really now. This is in. I think it said this map was done in October of 2019. Look at this. Is that like a fountain out front? This is like a maybe a barn or something else. So it's so crazy how this stuff works. You'll see the poorest of the poor and the richest of the rich. They live right on top of each other. There's no middle class ever. It seems like. I mean, this is their driveway that I just pointing out. All this cut out through here, and it comes out here to that little highway. You're not. Oh, by the way, that's something else. There's no gas stations. There's nothing out here. No gas stations. There's no grocery stores. I mean, who doesn't? If you need an an egg, we'll say, right? You're gonna go out to the chicken house and see if they laid any eggs. Okay, I think this was Summer's place. We're gonna hit the little 3D thing, get an idea here. Now you can really see what everybody seems to think. Oh, you wander off this and that. There's no way to wander to. I think it's funny how cleared off this is. This is like the most clear spot in all of this. But all this here, as you can tell in the 3D map, that's hillsides and stuff. When I say hillside, I mean there's no trails. There's nothing. I don't know if you ever go hunting, but hunters are great at finding like animal trails and stuff. Animals take the least resistance to get to water. There is no. You don't see stuff where. I mean, I can see animal trails in, like I said, my neighborhood. I'm in a city, a normal town, and you can tell where. I mean, there's deer everywhere, but you can tell like it's deer or something that's been through, and make just this little tiny pathway. There's no little tiny pathways. There's nowhere to go with a hiking stick and walk around. There's no hiking trails. Let's see, is that the area right here? Yeah, I think this is the whole area. Oh wow, I didn't know I could do it. I just did. That's cool. So that wow, you really do see how this is. I mean, that's just it's a wall. That's a wall of just sandstone. Whatever they got up here. How do I rotate this? I don't know. So much easier to do on a phone. Let's see here. What happens? I don't know how to do any of this stuff. Well, there's the house. Let's take it back to 2D is what I need to do. Alright. Boom. Let's go back into here. Let's zoom in on this. This is the house that they shown this on the news and everything. I think this would be the camper that the grandmother lives in. So they're talking about the basement. Left the basement, wandered off. There's nowhere. There's nowhere here to wander off to. I mean, there's just it's. I don't know how to explain it. I just unless you see it, unless you grew up in this area, unless you grew up out in the country and stuff. If you grew up in the country in the South, you understand this. If you haven't, that's who I'm trying to explain this to, and I just feel like I'm having a very difficult time trying to explain this to you. If you grew up in a city somewhere, especially up north, you probably never seen anything like this. And like I said, this is probably like an average house in Tennessee. And you don't see them. That's the other thing. It's like, oh, look, people always drive through, oh, Tennessee's so beautiful and stuff. And it's like, yeah, because these little dirt roads that say, like, uh, I don't know, Joe Bob Lane, right? You're not driving up Joe Bob Lane. Joe Bob Lane has all this stuff on either side of it, and you can't see it from anywhere. You can't even see the driveway. Look, where's this driveway come to? Do you know? I mean, can you see it? That's like all the driveway you see is right there. That's as close as you get, but you don't see where it turns into right there. And it's just, and look how close you are to the road. This is that state highway, and you aren't. I mean, people are going to say, oh, well, maybe you should wander down here. But you look at the maps, like this right here, you can tell right here. This is a ditch. This is a big old ditch. If you ran your car off the road right here, you're not getting out of it. Yeah, you are. Somebody's going to come out with a truck and a rope. Trust me on that. But there's, what do they call it? Beech Creek. Beech Creek's around here. It goes through the woods and stuff. I don't know. You can't see it right here, but you can. Supposedly it's all through this area. So, I mean, there is water up there. I'm sure they've searched for it. You can also see where, like, drones, I'm a big proponent of using drones. So I also think you need to have more than one or two. It's hard to see this. And when they're talking about they went back, what was that, in November? It's because the leaves were finally off the trees. And they can finally see and look and stuff. And because they're looking for anything out of the ordinary. Out of the ordinary means you're looking for something that's not brown, not the color of dead leaves. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. What I'm just trying to get to is that, like, this point, you see, look at this junkyard over here. You can tell that I don't know what you see when you look right here. I'm telling you from seeing it, being in the area, being from Tennessee and stuff, what it is. It's not what you expect. It's not what everything I've heard people talk about, their theories or their videos on it stuff. It's not like that. This is, if right here was New York City, you wouldn't know this was right here. It is that secluded. It's I don't know. Some people would be a complete anomaly. Where it is? I was trying to see where that creek was. By the way, there's more churches. There's churches all up and down this road, but there are no gas stations. There's no electricity out here. There's no street lights. That's something else. There's no street lights. You're out here, and it's dark. It is as dark. The only thing you see are the oncoming traffic if you see oncoming traffic. And if you really hope that you don't see oncoming traffic because you don't know if the person's high or drunk or whatnot. Because that's the only thing these people have to do. Literally, the only thing they have to do back here is to get a check and, get wasted. But then you see something like this. Look at this property here. Look how immaculate this farm looks. It's so amazing how people live. So anyway, that's it for now. Leave some comments if you want to know anything else. Again, love you guys. Be good to somebody. And I gotta go chop up a tree. Yeah, right in the middle of the city. My parents have a big tree that fell, and somehow my father broke his chainsaw. So I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm going to take an axe. I'm going to be Ash from Army of Darkness. But please subscribe. Please be good to one another. Until next time, Godspeed.